Yes, sir.
So this is top 10 security vulnerabilities here. Okay. So star wherever it is there, that will be covering up completely here in this presentation. Okay. So all are important only. These are the controls also. A01, 02, 03, all these. So first let's see what is the injection here. Injection attacks. Okay. So what is injection? SQL injection. You are you aware of SQL injection? What is SQL injection?
Instead of giving a direct password or username, like we'll be giving a
Let me take paint here. I will take a paint here. So you have username here, username and password. Okay. This is username and password. Okay. So you need to give here username and password. Okay. So you will give some characters here, user name 1 and then password. So you will give some password here. Okay. So let's say you have given some characters. Okay. So what you will do? So you will select the SQL statements here. Okay. SQL statements is in the language. Okay. Example. So you are giving query. Okay. Let's say this is condition. Okay. Then you will put this here parenthesis and then you will tell query. Okay. Or 1 is equal to 1. Okay. So you are telling it this, you are closing it and telling. So you trust it now. So whatever you are looking, I am there. So this is true. Okay. So now your password also you are telling. Okay. Same or 1 is equals to 1. Okay. Or you are telling just true. So you are using this true like this. So anything that will recognize as a SQL syntax here. SQL server commands you are passing it. Then instead of taking this password, it will assume, okay, I am getting the query here. So this will pass into the SQL database as a query. Okay. Instead of these characters, you are passing the query here. So then what it will do? It will expose the entire database here. Okay. So that is going to expose your complete database. So like it will be giving you errors, all that it will be showing up. Okay. So now this will get validated. Okay. So this is your SQL Server injection. Okay. So there is one more called as command injection. Okay. So you are taking some input here. Okay. So please enter input. The command is asking. Okay. So please enter input. So what you are doing it here is, okay. So you will be telling comma, so what you will do, you will type okay, ping 8.8.8.8 colon, okay, then you will type rm hyphen f slash. So instead of taking the command here, you are just pinging it. It is taking the command and then it is executing this. So what this will do, this will delete the entire drive here. So your root itself, it will drive. All the files, important files also, it will get deleted. Or else what you will do, okay, so it is asking, okay, program is asking, please enter your age, okay. So it has to take only characters, numeric characters, like you need to enter 20 or any character. So instead what you are doing, so you will put 20 pipe cat slash etc slash password. So this will take 20 and then it will get executed. This one also it will execute and it will show the password file. It will display, because you are considering this also as a command only. Okay, this is called command injection. You see, this is SQL injection. Malicious SQL inserted into database queries can read, modify or delete data or execute OS commands. That is how it will be injected into the queries and you will get the output. So you are not supposed to get that output, but you are forcing it to give that particular output. So then you have command injections, you have LDAP injections, and you have other injections that we will see it. So here it will be very critical here. Severity is critical here. So this is how your SQL Server injections will work. Okay. So you have vulnerable code here. So this code what you are giving, you need to have some SQL knowledge to understand this. Okay. So you are querying select asterisk means everything from users, okay, where name is equal to username and password is equal to some password. So this is what you are querying it in a Java code. Okay, this is you are querying in the Java program. It is nothing to do with the database here. So once the input validation like username password, so in that password or username you are putting the query here like true or 1 is equal to 1 means 1 is equal to 1 is true only always. Then you are putting everything as comment here. Hyphen hyphen means it will take as comment. Okay, login in as any user with hyphen or 1 is equal to 1 hyphen hyphen. Okay, without password you will log in now. Okay. So this is how it will work. Okay, so user input, you are in the input what you are telling admin apostrophe, okay, then or 1 is equal to 1. Okay, so this will be true here. Okay, then your result will be where name is equal to admin, okay, or 1 is equal to 1. This is how the query will run. So once you run it, you are getting the admin access now. Okay, this is how you need to be doing it in a safe way. How you want to capture the username and password. Okay, so these are all your OS commands here. Okay, so if you want to dump the entire database table, you will be using the union based or error based SQL injection. Okay, so if you want to bypass authentication, you will be using this. Now most of these will not work because most of it are patched here. Okay, so then you are executing the OS commands here. So directly on the shell, you are executing the commands here. So this is how your SQL injection will work. Okay, so these are the types of attack surface. So in band SQL injection, blind, okay, then out of band. Okay, so you are using this error based here. So it will show you the error here. Data extracts from the DB error message, like so you are asking it, a small kid. So his father told, okay, if anyone comes, tell him that I am not here, I am not at home. So kid will come and he will say, okay, someone came for donation money, okay, for festival, okay, whatever the festival is, he is not ready to give money. Okay, so he will ask, okay, where is your dad? The kid will come and he will say, dad told that he is not at home. Whenever anyone comes to home, he told me not to tell I am at home. You just tell and they will go. This is what dad told me. He is inside. See, he is displaying the all information that should not be exposed. Okay. So now based on the error, they will come to know, okay, what is the truth, okay, what is the back end story, exact story, all the information will reveal now. Okay, this is how the error based information will expose the data here, whatever the sensitive data, so that should not expose the content here. Okay. So if you are union, if you are selecting username, password, so all that union based also, so there will be a query attack, okay, merge query, okay, then it will display all that usernames there. Then we have something called blind SQL injection. Okay. So Boolean based or time based here. So in Boolean based, what you will do, whether it is true or false, you just pass that information. Boolean means it's true or false, that's it. Okay, so it will give the true or false assumption. So once it is true, you show me all the result. Okay, so if you are doing some pass here, if data, if the condition is true, then pass. Okay, so no visible output here. Okay, it is just going to pass. This is time based. Okay. So now out of band here. Okay. So you are loading the external files here. So this is exfiltration where you are sending the data here. Okay. These are all SQL injection attack types. Now you have something called command injection. So which will be executed at the OS level, where the user input is not sanitized. Means user input is not properly captured or filtered, so that it will be leading to your command injection. So here you are defining import OS. This is Python program. So you are defining ping host, okay, host, and then you are using the operating system module here. Okay, you have imported the OS module. Then now you are typing, okay, OS system ping -c, and then you are giving the commands here, all commands. So if this condition is true, then you print it. Okay. So now what you are doing? So you are passing those command injections here. Okay. So let's say if you put colon there, full colon, so it will run the unconditionally, it will run. Next command, it will run unconditional if you put colon here. Okay, let me show you that how it is done. Dot 233 dot 125 dot 61. Save. So now I am typing two commands here, ls. Okay. So let me type date here, date, then I will put time. See here, both command executed here, date and time here. So this is unconditional. Okay, I will put now one more. Date, yeah. So I am running both the commands here. At a time I am running the both commands. So like this, what you are doing it, so you are directly running it, the commands here in the input here. So that program you should be validating it properly. So if you are taking input, then it should be very serious issue. So you should be processing it with very careful. Okay. So you should be avoiding shell is equal to true. You should never mention it. Okay, give shell access. Okay, and you should be giving least privilege. Least privilege means whatever the permission are required, only that permission, not more or not less. Only that permission, that's it. Rest all it should be centralized. So now you have LDAP injections. So how you want to prevent this injection here? So you are going to do a parameterized. Okay. All your parameters should be validated before it is passing to the query here. So you will be validating it. Separate code from data and then code. So all these it should be separated. Okay. So queries should be pre-compiled. User is always treated as data, never as a SQL commands. So that you need to process it. You can use any tool, but whatever the user gives input, it should be still treated as data only. It should not be treated as command. So like how you are giving it hyphen shell, okay, or 1 is equal to 1, all that commands should not work. So that is the celebrity. Okay. So sorry, that is your parameterized queries. Okay. So you will be treating it completely as a data only. Then you have here ORM frameworks. So these frameworks will automatically filter this user login. Okay. So let me show you one login. Okay. So we'll say net banking, HDFC. So let's say I will copy this. So paste is not working here. See, I am trying to paste. This is not working. Okay. So they have used these type of frameworks where they will be considering the user input here. Okay. Which is very highly secured here. They will be using that. Let me open up one more bank here. Okay, see this paste, it is working here. Okay, login. So this is validating it here. So this is little secure here. It is not at all allowing me to paste anything. Even the password also it is not allowing. So here it is allowing you to paste the content here. Okay, login credentials are invalid. Okay, so let me open up Citibank. Citibank. Okay, Kotak you will open. So this is also taking it. Okay, so now you have one more here. You can have a keypad here. Okay, this keypad also, if I it is going to take the keypad here. Okay, so the customer ID also you have keypad here. So these are all the security measures that they are trying to validate the input here. So whatever you are giving it, so that should allow the list of valid characters. Okay, so if you put the characters here, ampersand, at symbol, they will not take. So if you can see that in some websites, so you are not allowed to keep that symbols there, at symbol like that, because it will interfere with the queries here in the SQL. That is going to tamper your SQL query. That is why you will be doing it the input validation. Once you are clear, then only we will allow you to query, or else we will not allow you to query here. Okay, then you have something called web application firewall. Okay, so you have seen the Cloudflare also. Cloudflare, where you will get an extra layer before opening any website. So initially they will take the entire SQL injection attack, or any bypassing mechanism or brute force attack that is going to happen, that Cloudflare will be adding an extra layer here. Okay, so then you have something called least privilege. Okay, so which user should be having least privilege and which user should not be having maximum coverage of the access. Once you provide an access, it should be blocking it. Once it get approved, after next day it should be blocked. So WAF at the web application layer, this is going to give you the advantage here. Okay, so which will be your defense in depth, means at every layer you are protecting the data. So at a desktop level you have protected all the data. Okay, now how about the application here? Your web server, your web application, your database, your logging mechanism, all that it will get exposed just with one key. Okay, so now you don't have keys there, so you have to use the other mechanism here. Okay, like you will be giving the least privilege access. Okay, only this much you require to have an access, or else I am going to revoke that access. So those kind of things you should be implementing it. That is your least privilege access. And then error handling, you should never expose your raw database. Okay, so we have lot of breaches, right? 1 or 2 years, in 1 or 2 years the entire Aadhaar was completely breached. So now they are doing eKYC, they are doing something like that. Okay, so all the information is exposed. Okay, so we need to have the error handling, how the error handling will work. Based on that, you will be putting the strategy here. Okay, how your users will be connecting, how they are able to access their table name, schema, all that you will be checking that. Okay, so you have broken authentication. So what is broken authentication? Yeah, Bhargavi, what is broken authentication?
Sir?
What is broken authentication?
I don't know, sir.
Hmm?
Don't know, sir.
Okay, you don't know. So broken authentication is, uh, let's say you authenticated it and you have not carried out completely. Okay,
Okay.
that is called the broken authentication. So we'll see that these are all your statistics, like weak credentials. Okay, so which will be 80% of your total breaches. Compromised credentials involve your uh, weak credentials like password 123, admin password, tiger 123, password at 123. Those are all the weak credentials here. Then you have brute force attempt. Okay, brute force attempt means I am going to do a brute force. Every password I will be using it against to the password here. So if there are three login attempts, fourth login it should block that particular account. Okay, that is account lockout policy. Okay, so and there is average time to brute force. Okay, so your session should be it should not be predictable session, it should be long lived token here. So if you open up any website, so your token will be long here. Okay. So let me open up any website. So let me see it here, session ID, something like that. Let me show you how the session ID will be. So this is how it will be. So you will get it, okay, like index example.com index session ID like this. Okay. Session ID, okay, this is how it will be. Random numbers. example slash order form. Standard structure, name, number here. So this will identify, the server will identify it. You cannot be able to guess it here. Let's say your session ID is 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 2 1 A B C D E. So if it is following the number or sequence, then I will automatically put a sequence here. Once I put it, I will get a session. Once I get a session, I can do whatever I want in the website. Okay. So you will be doing this, randomizing this. Then you will be doing it weak credential stuffing. Okay. So you are putting one password for every website. Okay, your password is same for Gmail, Hotmail, all everywhere you are using the same password. So now I will be using the same password across all the websites now. Now I am going to get all the access if that is the same password. Okay. So no MFA, multi-factor authentication. So you should be allowing multi-factor authentication to add an extra layer here. Even though you are supplying username and password, there should be a multi-factor authentication where some other user has to confirm, or should not be able to penetrate it. So that is your MFA. So multi-factor authentication, what you know and what you have, both should be there. And then insecure forget password. So forget password, if you get a token, okay, so same you should be not getting like this. So earlier our example, we just saw that example, right? So forget password also, if you are telling, okay, forget ID, and you are giving a session here 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. So what I will put, okay, so I will put it here, I will take paint here. So this will be the last one here today. So let me put, okay, so HTTP, okay, www.xyz.com, okay, slash forget password .php, okay, user name is equals to victim 02, okay, and session is ID is 2331, okay, 2331. So session ID, so this is just your random, this is just a sequence here, you are following a sequence. So nothing, there is no logic here. So this should be very randomized here. So if I am doing this, okay, now I can reset the password here. With this, okay, once I click on this, so you will get a link here. Once you click on forget password, okay, a link will be generated to your email account. So if you click that link, you can reset the password here. So that reset password, it should be linking with the session ID, it should be secure. It should not be sequential. If this is sequential means I can reset any password of xyz.com. So you will be randomizing it and you will be using that. So these are all the permissions here, SQL injection. So we will pass the recording, I will stop it.